Okay, hi guys. How's it going? Happy Friday. Let's see, I know I had Fee here. They're mostly lurking. Hi Gus, good to see you. Hi Drake, good to see you too. Oh hey, I haven't done my gender today. Gender. There we go. The sock puppet is very good for booping here. I will respond to that by doing this. I still need to get hotkeys worked out for it, but other than this one, I mean. uh, so I've spent a lot of the last 48 hours playing Return to Moria, which I picked up for free Wednesday night right after stream. Um, this is definitely unrelated to finally being able to focus, and now I'm focusing excessively on a pointless task. But my brain's a little bit off today because I'm stuck on that. Anyway, hi, how are all of you? Thank you, I appreciate you. So, plan today is, first of all, I'm gonna do the Hildebrand quests because Hildebrand. And then we'll see what we do after. I was having genuinely too much fun on Wednesday going through the utterly stupid Paladin quest line and got through the A Realm Reborn quests. The Heavensward quests are why it's bad, not just boring, so I will probably be doing that. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't voluntarily go through all of them again, except if I'm inflicting them on other people. So, I wanted it to be out there so people could see why the Paladin quest line is always discussed as just the worst. So that's what we're probably gonna do. Yeah, painfully bad. Which means it's really funny to do it on stream and inflict it on y'all. So when I finish with Hildebrand, depending on how long that takes, that's probably what I will do. I didn't have any plans to run dailies or anything because, I don't know, didn't. But if people want to, like, log in and do social stuff, I wouldn't mind. But first I am going to do Hildebrand because I want to do that and I want to do it on stream. I did decide that if I forced you all to sit through all of the Paladin quests, I would follow that up with doing all of the Dark Knight quests, because I think everybody should see the Dark Knight quests. I think everybody should play through them. Like, even if you have no intention of tanking ever, you should probably level Dark Knight just to do those quests. But I can also show them to you that way. I didn't, I don't remember if I ever did anything. No, I did. I did Juno on Bard. I was going to say, did I show everybody my cute little bow that just happens to be the right color and in the right spot? Anyway. We're still wearing our Christmas glam. Turns out it looks really bad in the rain. I was doing stuff in an area where it was pouring rain, and it was like, I can smell the wet wool from here. Because, wool is not pleasant when it is drenched. Whee! Alright. Hi, Nashu. It's been a while. Alright, the case of the displaced inspector, huh? Why, hello there, Evan! Cor, how serendipitous that we should cross paths in this far-flung nation. Have you come all this way to lend me a hand? Because let me tell you, I could use the help. Yeah. You see, I've been doing my absolute darndest to track down the inspector ever since Master Poo-Poo's starship whisked him off to gods only know where. My best lead turned out to be the Thavnarian truth. Eyewitness accounts in the latest issue describe a shiny craft headed west across the ocean, so I packed a few things and headed as far west as I was able. This is where I ended up. I've made a few inquiries since my arrival, but I've mostly been acclimatizing myself to the native cuisine. Very important step, that. Anyway, seeing as fate has sent you to assist me, I suppose it's time I continued questioning the locals on the matter of the unidentified flying gentleman. the music here is making this, I don't know, it's weirdly incongruous. Here, this should help aid in our investigations. It's an illustration of the starship clipped from Dorian's publication. Having this on hand should make it much easier to explain what we're looking for. I have that. I'll ask around the markets hereabouts. As for you, well, I've yet to venture beyond the food stalls, so practically anywhere else but here. If you learn any useful information, come and find me around this spot. I'll be stuffing my, ears with delicious, intelligence. It is the Landsguard's duty to remain vigilant for threats and unusual developments that may warrant their intervention. It may be prudent to visit Bright Plume Post and question the soldiers. Let's see, where is... Up there? Yeah, we're gonna go to... I'm still disappointed that we didn't get Shadowbringer's Hildebrand, because it would have been so good. But, there we go, that one. The Santa Glam does not really fit this, vibe here, but that's fine. Yes, is there something I can help you with? Here, I have a picture of an alien spacecraft. Actually, I have seen a vessel like that. It was some time before Zoralja's flying ships appeared. I watched it limp northwards through the skies above Tuliyola, wobbling about like it might crash to the ground at any moment. Cool. Searching for a strange ship, you say? Yes, I saw a flying disc just like that during a patrol in Shaloni. It was slowly drifting towards the ground and seemed to come down somewhere in Yasolani. If you're determined to find it, then that's where you should try next. What were they calling the place that's covered by the dome now? Heritage Found? Oh my god, has he been there for 30 years? Do we get Old Man Hildebrand? Or is he just gonna not age and, like, they will never explain it, kind of like they never explain him not being dead? Welcome in, Kyrie, and I am jealous of your curry. It sounds tasty. My forays into the stalls bore no fruit at all. None starship-shaped, anyway. How was your harvest, then? Your harvest, then? I found out where he is. By actually asking questions. Those are some solid leads. Nice work, Evan. So, by the sounds of things, the ship was malfunctioning and eventually came down somewhere to the north of here. With any luck, this hostage found you mentioned will be the place we find the inspector. I think you mean heritage found, or I doubt it'll be so simple, and certainly not without incident, knowing matters involving the inspector tend to go. We'll go with the first one. I think you mean heritage found. Well, with you as my escort, I'm sure we'll arrive at the right spot eventually, and none the worse for wear. Shall we head off? So, Kyrie, what we're doing today is the new Hildebrand quests. I don't know if you've been around for Hildebrand in the past, but it's very hard to explain what Hildebrand actually is. Just that it's Looney Tunes. Really. The bouncing is getting distracting, so I'm turning that off. The air is all crackly and zappy. This is where the starship supposedly came down, so let's start our search for the inspector. Standard investigative procedure dictates that we question the residents for possible gentleman sightings. Off we go! And just because... Let's see, where is it? There it is. Yeah, exactly, Drake. I am looking forward to seeing what he's up to now. Last time there were aliens. Hence the flying saucer. This is a small settlement, and all its inhabitants are known to me. If a man of such distinctive appearance and demeanor were among us, I'm sure I would have noticed. Perhaps he's wandering around somewhere inside Solution 9? They have so many more people. He could easily go unnoticed in the crowds. You were here as Queen Sphne's guest, as I recall. If your companion wishes to enter the city as well, then I suggest you make arrangements with the sentry at the tower entrance. Ooh, Solution 9. That sounds promising. Thank you for the tip. Once again, we're going to do this today. Visitor detected. Verifying access rights. Unlimited Everkeep access confirmed. Scanning unregistered visitor. Warning. Explosive device detected. Entry denied. Of course she has bombs. I'm not carrying explosives. This is medicine for treating Inspector Hildebrand's condition. Explosive medicinal compounds? Does not compute. It's really quite simple. Inspector Hildebrand was sucked up by Mr. Poo-Poo's malfunctioning starship, after which it proceeded to drag him thousands of malms away and deposit him here. Ergo, you need to let me pass so I can blow away his brain cobwebs. Logic circuits overloading. Emergency shutdown initiated. That's accurate. That's how you should react to this. Huh, it must be nap time. I guess we can just go in. I don't think that's how that works, but okay. Core, that's a good-sized city. Well, there's one sure way of locating the inspector in a place like this. If there's an ongoing case, then that's where he'll be. Let's head to the lively part of town and look into any nefarious incidents, shall we? Do you know which is the lively part? True View. And that's in the eastern sector, you say? Right then, let's get to it. Where am I going? Aaronville's hanging out here now, by the way. I found him the other day. I don't remember what I was doing over here, but I found him. What, like a crime? Now that you mention it, I did hear about a theft recently. Our city is peaceful by and large, but anywhere you have a lot of people, incidents like these are bound to occur. A theft, huh? Can I get some gay energy drink? A case, huh? I've heard talk of an odd squealing creature of some sort, but I don't know if it's the kind of thing you're looking for. Recent troubles? I saw a pair of soldiers mobilizing not moments earlier, responding to a disturbance, it seems. I don't think it was far from here, but I'm a bit hazy on the details. Are you eating? No, you're talking to somebody. Oh, I also heard about that theft. Something was stolen from a nearby tavern, apparently. I got directions to the scene of the crime, so let's head over together. Okay. This is all far too normal so far. The thief absconded with an aged bottle of spirits, the most expensive one in my establishment. I demand you find this criminal at once. No need to get all hot and bothered. The culprit is right under your nose. We've updated the look, have we? Admit it, punk. You pinched the hooch. But me? But why would you think... With a supply of souls cut off, folks with a habit have turned to the black market rackets, and luxury goods of dubious provenance is one way of paying the asking price. A top-shelf bottle of juice would make for a fine trade, I'd say. By the by, you know there's a method for identifying contraband souls? Your regulator logs would tell the tale. Don't want to let us check 'em? Be my guest. I took a gander at the cabinet where the bottle was stored, and the lock showed obvious signs of tampering. Electro-picking tools are awful hard to handle, aren't they? Most amateurs get singed, but you've got scorch marks all over your mitts. Give it up, kid. We've got you dead to rights. After they suspended soul provisions, I couldn't stop worrying about the future. It was a moment of weakness. Save it for the authorities. Take him away, boys. I'm not sure boys is actually accurate when the authorities are robots, but... That was Inspector Hildebrand, wasn't it? He didn't look very gentlemanly, or he didn't sound very gentlemanly. Let's do the second one. He must still be in shock after the starship's crash landing. A healthy dose of Nashu's delights will put him to rights. Maybe not in such a populated area, or let's make absolutely sure it's him first, shall we? I suppose that would be the responsible course of action. Come on, we should hurry along before we lose sight of this ungentlemanly Hildebrand. Where to next? I am enjoying the hard-boiled noir detective shtick. Oh, I can go through here. Oh, yeah. This is this is my Santa glam. And we got this last year from Godbrand Manderville, who is Hildebrand's dad, Godbert. And I'm pretty sure that's why it has that belt buckle. I didn't even notice it until this year, though. He walked that away. Or was it more of a mosey? Can we get this fit, too? Because the suit is pretty great. He looks like the inspector, but he's a touch old and mopey. So he's been trapped here for 30 years, huh? Noir Hildebrand is pretty great, yeah. 30 years passed inside the dome? Then if Inspector Hildebrand was here when it happened, that would put him in his 50s. Wait, he was in his 20s? He must have been living here so long that he's forgotten everything about his previous life. Luckily, I have just the thing to jog his memory. We don't know if he's lost any memories. Think I wouldn't notice such an obvious tail? I don't know what your game is, but bombs ain't toys. Best put them away before you hurt someone or yourself. Oh, bombs are what she uses for basically everything. But specifically when Hildebrand is, has forgotten, he loses his memory a lot, and she uses the bombs to jog him out of it. Like me, I see neither of you as sporting regulators, so I suggest you be more careful with the only lives you've got. Sir, don't you remember us? You're Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, gentleman inspector extraordinaire. I've been called a lot of things, but nothing so insulting as a gentleman. I'm a weathered old fool with too many debts and regrets.